Hey there guys, how we doing? I'm Yalak. It's Thursday, we're gonna do War Factory, and I have heard rumblings in the Boom Beach world that we are in for a doozy. So let's check this sucker out. Well, okay then. So, one thing that I really love to do on War Factory to make life easier is to use Everspark's hack ability. I put a lot of practice into it. I'm good at it. It helps a lot with these bases, except when it's just all prototypes, because Captain Everspark cannot hack prototypes, and this is just a mess. Wow. Let's see. Laser beam 1, doom cannons all 1s, but it's way too much to be barding. Grappler 2s. Shield gens are over there. As always with this configuration, they're staggered. That makes them hard to BART. Not impossible. You could take a couple hits and do that if you wanted to, especially with the GBE tribe. Right now we have 50% extra GBE. So that does help some things. Possible you could go that route. I have another idea. And actually, this is... hang on. Oh, yeah. Alright. It's batshit crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. And, let's go ahead and get prepped for that. I will explain my thinking as I go. So, a few weeks ago, we had a War Factory that was pretty cool, and it incorporated a whole bunch of grapplers. They were mostly located roughly where those grapplers are, to that side of that base, except there were like twice as many of them. It was pretty ridiculous. I'm gonna swap these guys out for some Gramps. So, that was probably 3 weeks ago. I did a video normally. It was an RCZM approach, and called it a day. But then I had an idea later. Just imagine this whole side of this base being pretty much nothing but grapplers. And then there was like one grappler over here. So, I don't do all of these bases, or I don't do these War Factories the same way on every single account that I have, because I would just get bored to tears. So I had an idea, and I decided on one attack that I was going to drop Bullet and Taunt on this side of the base, and then to make sure that he stayed on this side of the base, just getting passed off grappler to grappler to grappler, I shocked the grapplers that were over here. Now we don't have grapplers over there, so that changes some things. I am wondering if we can do a variant of that in this case. It looks like there's some GBE to grab over here. It's not a bad amount. Certainly these 6 crates, looks like these 3 there. That's 30 GBE to be had. Might take advantage of that with Gramps and try to BART these guys out. As we noted, these guys are all laser 1s. And then there's this as well. That might make life easier. The idea is drop Bullet, let him just get passed off. If these grapplers can even see him, he'll just end up stuck somewhere over here in grappler land, and that pretty much negates the doom cannons. They will shoot at him for quite a while, and so we should be able to clear a good way up this beach. And as long as Bullet is taunting, you'll notice we have taunt selected, not drink. As long as he's taunting, it doesn't matter what's shooting at him. It can be a regular cannon, it can be a boom cannon, it can be a doom cannon. But the thing about his taunt ability is that as long as we're talking about single shot defenses, wow, I didn't realize I didn't have this upgraded. As long as we're talking about single shot defenses, since I don't have him upgraded to max, I don't have the tokens for it. he can only receive 100 damage per hit, whether it's a Doom Cannon or a Sniper. Does not matter. If I had him at max, it would be even better, because then he'd be receiving only 50 damage per hit, and he would live twice as long. But let's see what we've got with this. I just want to see how this works. So anyway, a couple of weeks ago I did this, and it was just beautiful. Like I said, shocked over here, and just bullet just kept being passed off and passed off and passed off, like probably 15 times, while I dropped RCZM on this side of the beach and just sort of cleared upwards. It was really fun to watch, and I wish I had made a video of that instead of doing whatever the heck it was I did. Anyway, let's try that. Now, I'm wondering, is there a particular... I don't know, let's just see how this goes. But I am going to BART those lasers, and we're going to drop some Gramps on the first hit in order to get some extra GBE. In order to do that, I think that's a pretty good spot. See where that leaves us. Going along splendidly. I like it. How are they doing? Ways to go yet. Perfect. Probably can drop a critter there to kill that. That's awesome. Those guys are still working away. God, I love those things. That was an op starting somewhere. I suspect I know where. Based on the sheer number of jingles that we just got. Let's see. I'm gonna want those mines clear, and I can work on that laser after. So for right now, I'm gonna do something like this. And let's see. Oh, one of them just died. They make a little sound. So, alright, these guys are running out of breathing room over here. Nope. Alright. And that's the end of that. Let's see, is there... what else can we do here? For right now, how about we just clear those mines? And call it a day on that hit. Do we want to do another make sure the laser goes down? Certainly possible. Laser will be a problem at a certain point. There it is. Don't think I'm going to bother bringing medics here. It's all grapplers and doom cannons and cannons, so I'll just stick with Gramps. What is left on you? 24? We can just BART it and go. So that's what we're going to do. Cheap critters. We have a critter tribe also. I think I mentioned the GBE tribe already. So that should be dead, I would hope, after that. Good. Okay. And away we go. As soon as the taunt emblem goes away, we're going to taunt again. And as long as he's taunting, he shouldn't be losing too much health, although I let him go for a little bit early on, longer than I should have. Unfortunately, not being passed off quite as much as I would like. Why don't we do this? And that will get bullet out front for all of these doom cannons. Not as spectacular as I would have hoped. Critters. We're just going to throw a bunch of critters in here because they're cheap and because we can just walk while the doom cannons are destroying them. Try to slow down the doom cannons with a shock. Bullet is actually still alive, which is amazing. We're going to taunt one more time because why not? That'll keep him alive just a second longer here. Pity. A little bit. Well, might as well taunt again, right? If he's still there, then we should still be taunting. At least that's my theory here. More critters. Yep, bullet's finally dead. Might not matter here, though. Shocks are still a fair way to go, so we're going to go with that. And keep clearing. Hopefully get through these doom cannons. critters are not so cheap at this point. We should get through the doom cannons. Gonna need to stay away from... Don't love... Alright, we're gonna clear everything out over there. Don't love the machine gun and such. That sniper tower is gonna be picking us off slowly. And definitely need to be wary. I can't go over here and just clear, which I would like to, but yeah, there's that hot pot. Yeah, look, it just got suspicious. I think we found a safe spot here. Question is, how much damage can we do in a minute 35? Probably not enough to take this down, but all in all, that was a fun way to approach this. Probably smarter to use Sparky and Critters, and if we don't get this down, we are definitely going to finish with Gramps, because honestly, I get to use them on some low-level ops, and I get to use them here, and I don't really get to use them anywhere else, so we're going to take advantage if we can. I think we'll approach getting the shield down. I don't think we'll get the entire base down, but we'll see. Have extra GBE to do with, but what? I mean, if I throw critters, they're mostly getting torched, or they're getting shot by the machine guns. So, this is actually going along better than I would have thought. Well, just keep along and see what's happening, and I guess we'll try to make a decision last minute if we need to. We get down to the last 10 seconds. I'm going to take this GBE and just throw it on the core, because things are still relatively cheap. Maybe we should just go ahead and do that. Why don't we do that? Help things along. Possibly will help us get this down. You never know. It looks like it's going to be real close, though. In the meantime, I'll keep talking. So an easy finish, no matter what, but... yeah. Alright, it was definitely not as fun as a couple weeks ago with just that was all grapplers on that side of the base and Bullet just getting passed off repeatedly. Still not bad. Don't wait so long as I did to hit taunt, because I started pretty late with the taunt. Bullet had already lost a bunch of health. If you hit taunt earlier and just keep it going, he will be probably able to carry you through to the HQ, assuming he's at least leveled up as much as mine is. I do have a troop health on this account, so remember to... nope, what are we doing? Remember to take that into account. I'm saying account way too much there. As well, factor in the troop health. If you don't have troop health, then obviously that's going to cost you some. For this, we'll go with critters, I guess. Does it matter? It doesn't. You know what? For this, we'll go with brick. Extra damage. You can sit back with the old guys and do what they do. I wonder how speed-wise, I wonder how they compare. We're about to find out. God, they're happy little burgers. I love it. Looks like Brick is ever so slightly faster than Gramps. And now they're going to spread like crazy, and we're going to hit this, because that should be pretty fun to watch. A couple of them are going to spread over into machine gun range. Hit that one more time. Yeah, that's insane. Crazy how much damage those little guys do. So, probably better, definitely an RCZM kind of day over there, I would think. If you can get the lasers out of the way, you might want to try it with just Bullet. If the lasers focus on Bullet, or at least the near ones, they will remain focused on him as long as he stays alive and in range. So the ones closest to the shore, they should focus on him, and once they focus on something, they don't switch off. So, something to keep in mind there. Possibilities. I wouldn't do tanks, but, you know, do what you want to do. Anyway, that was fun, and a little bit different, so I enjoyed that. Thanks, Supercell. Like, thumbs up, YouTube-y stuff like that, and I'll catch you guys next week. Take care.